Okie doke, here we go again with the Robland X31 and the blade height micro adjuster. This I've been working on the adjustments with the handle, so the locking nut here and the depth of the thread as to how far out this handle comes on the threaded rod before you lock it in place. And what I've discovered with regards to the interference fit is that if you are able to press the speed button down the bottom here and drop the handle all the way to the bottom, which brings your blade all the way to the top, that actually tilts the little hand wheel here, tilts it slightly backwards and raises the front edge. And when you do that, you're able to just barely slide that fence all the way past without any interference. So all this means is that in order to be able to slide your fence past your adjuster and to gain the full travel on the fence, all you've got to remember to do, once you have the speed adjuster adjusted correctly, all you've got to remember to do is drop the handle to the bottom of its travel, because in its upward position it's still an interference fit, but there's no need to have it in the upwards position with the blade all the way down if all you want to do is slide the fence past the hand wheel on top. So simply press the button, slide it all the way to the bottom, bring your fence past or wherever it is that you actually want it for your adjustment on the rule here, and when you've got it in the position you want it, then you can lock the fence and use the kip lever function to lock it in place at whatever your desired setting here is. So that's a short-term workaround, I guess. Another thing that is possible is that you could also drop your blade all the way out the way and bring the fence across and just undo this kip lever all the way until it comes out of its thread. Slide the fence anywhere you want it and then reinsert that lever. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Reinsert the lever. Oops, easier said than done. Reinsert your kip lever back into its threaded bolt assembly on the front of the fence. Give yourself enough room to get it in and almost locked. And that is another way to achieve it. There is another final way, and that is that if you want to, another option, if you don't want to drop your blade or raise your blade, another option is to actually take the fence off the rule that it sits on, the sliding rule. Just unlock your outfeed table on your jointer, tip it up out the way temporarily. You can loosen your fence and you can slide the fence right off the rule because the table is now out the way, and bring that fence right over to this side and slide it back on again. So there's several different ways to overcome what I described in the previous video to this one, the interference fit issue. But for my money, the most simple way is to just, the most easiest way is to just simply drop the handle all the way to the bottom, raising the blade all the way to the top, and bring your kip lever past the wheel and avoid interference. It's not a perfect solution. I suspect if you shorten this kip lever slightly, you'll gain, the maximum that I can see that you'll be able to gain is about 5mm. If you take any more length than that off the end of the kip lever, what will happen is you'll run out of thread to be able to lock it. The kip lever, if you take any more than about 5mm off, you'll lose the ability to lock it because it won't have enough travel. It'll run out of thread here. So unless you're prepared to cut a new thread, from what I can see, this kip lever has a M8 1.25 pitch thread, but I suspect this is hardened tool steel because I haven't been able to get an M8 1.25 on there. I've checked the thread pitch with a pitch gauge. It's definitely the right pitch. It's the right diameter die. Whether perhaps it's a metric, an imperial thread, sorry. Perhaps it's an imperial diameter thread, but still got the 1.25 pitch on it. Maybe that's the issue. But yeah, like I said, I think you could possibly get another 5mm of clearance at the back here by reducing 5mm there. That'll still enable you to lock. Damn it. That will still enable you to lock the fence in place with the kip lever, but you don't have much more than about 5mm spare to play with in overall travel. There you have it. Thank you.